Getting tickets for a future NASCAR race might be easier or more frustrating moving forward. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, it's Taylor Kitchen and welcome back to Above the Yellow Line, the show where we do motorsports media your way, talking about NASCAR all the time. And I want to apologize, first off, if you're watching this video, you're going to see me looking at you a lot and then looking at the screen next to me because I had to fact check things. Took some notes, I did some math for this video, lots of research based off of a deal that NASCAR announced today with TicketMaster. That's right, Speedway Motorsports' long-term partner Live Entertainment's TicketMaster will become the official ticketing partner of NASCAR Holdings starting next year. And there's a lot to break down with this. Before we get into the obvious of I think what I'm thinking and what you might be thinking, let's talk about the press release itself and what it says this deal will give to fans. According to the release, they say, quote, "The partnership will make it easier than ever for fans to discover, purchase, and enjoy NASCAR events at facilities nationwide beginning with the 2025 racing season." And in the press release, they had like 3 key points as to how this would make things easier for fans. So starting off, NASCAR is taking their event discovery to platforms where fans are currently at, like TikTok and Snapchat. And they're going to do this utilizing Ticketmaster's wide distribution network. So I think it's really good that they're bringing ticket sales, or at least ticket discovery, to a place where I guess younger fans are going to be, to get them more invested in trying to seek out these events. Second, the NASCAR Tracks app will become the single fan source for ticketing information and event information. So a positive there, we're consolidating where all this information can be found, because sometimes I feel like I'm having to look at NASCAR's website, the Tracks website, the wherever I got tickets website. It gets really confusing. So giving fans one central place to find all the information they need for one race is going to be really helpful. Finally, they announced that Ticketmaster's tools, along with tailored solutions for Speedway Motorsports and NASCAR themselves, will help streamline processes during the race weekend, such as security and event entry. They also announced that these tools will help grow areas such as data management, pricing, marketing, and distribution. So those are the basics of the deal, the press release. Here's the thing though, if you've seen the news recently, you know that Ticketmaster has been under fire for several different things. And though they can make things easier for fans by streamlining the ticket buying process, they've also made things more expensive for fans. The amount of comments I've seen where people are saying, "Oh, I can't wait to spend $50 on a ticket and $200 in fees," is comical, but they're also not wrong. The Ticketmaster fees are astronomically insane. According to a report from dataforprogress.org in 2022, they say that service fees on a ticket you purchase could be as high as 37% of the ticket's face value. And using an example specifically from NASCAR, I scoured Twitter to see if anybody was willing to share their experience using Ticketmaster for a NASCAR track. And I found a user that bought 4 tickets from Bristol Motor Speedway for the race earlier this year, saying he spent $560 on tickets, and the service and tax fee along with that was $123.80. In doing the math, that's roughly 22% of the face value he paid for the tickets, which is insane. And yes, I understand that's a combination of taxes and fees, but when you dive deeper into that, you know that taxes on the sale of a good, depending on what state you're in, is roughly like 4.5% to like 7.75%, again, depending on where you live. So if you take that into account of like the 22% of the face value he paid for those tickets that combines taxes and fees, a majority of that 22% goes towards these fees that we don't really know how that breaks down. And obviously that's one example of probably many that fans have, but they maybe didn't publicize, but we don't know how these fees with this deal are going to impact fans in the future. But again, the more and more ticket prices rise, the harder and harder it is for these families to make it out to these events because it's too expensive for them to attend, with ticket fees, hotel costs, travel costs, whether you're flying, paying for a plane ticket, or whether you are making a long road trip, you have to pay for gas, tolls. It's becoming more and more expensive to go to these races for families, and it's quite honestly kind of sad. So I'm hoping these fees are not astronomical going into the future with this deal. Outside of ticket fees, though, there are other concerns that Ticketmaster raises, for me at least. The company has a history of locking venues into pretty gnarly contracts that doesn't allow them to sell tickets through any other ticket vendor, which of course makes sense. I almost equate it to when a race team signs a contract with a beverage company and it's like, hey, we want to non-compete in that. We don't want you signing any other beverage company to your team. That makes sense. Completely and totally. However, there is a very big negative to that. In terms of ticket sales, this type of deal doesn't incentivize Ticketmaster to offer competitive pricing. And if they're the only company allowed to sell tickets for a particular event to fans, there's nothing stopping them from raising the prices because these fans can only get tickets from one company. So if they really want to go to an event really bad, they're going to pay whatever price Ticketmaster puts out there for them. So Ticketmaster has a documented history of locking fans and venues into using their platform exclusively, which has hurt the fan experience. We look at historical references like Pearl Jam in the 1990s when the band filed a complaint against the company for allegedly stopping other venues from booking them because they fought against Ticketmaster's pricing. You see issues like the Golden State Warriors when StubHub sued Ticketmaster and the team for allegedly requiring fans who wanted to resell their tickets to only resell their tickets through Ticketmaster's resale tool. That leads into a lawsuit that the Justice Department issued on Ticketmaster and Live Nation for monopolizing the live entertainment industry. I think the straw that broke the camel's back, though, leading into all of that is the Taylor Swift Era Tour's ticket sale. Go back to 2022. Do you remember how big of a deal that was? Because Ticketmaster controls roughly 70% of the live event venues market and ticketing sales, they could not keep up with the demand of the Swifties. The sheer volume of people and presumably bots trying to get tickets made the ticket buying process excruciating. People waited for hours, even days to get tickets and never ended up getting them. You add in the issue of bots and scalpers and you just have a whole nightmare on your hands. So with all of those issues combined, that's why I am nervous that Ticketmaster is becoming the official ticketing partner of NASCAR. I don't want to see a situation where fans can't afford the tickets because of the ticket fees. There's a lot of issues that Ticketmaster has to work through. Do I think they're all going to affect NASCAR? No, not at all. And I love NASCAR, but NASCAR compared to Taylor Swift, we're not going to see nearly the amount of issues we saw with Taylor Swift ticket sales. But the thing that concerns me, though, which I hinted towards earlier in the video, is the fees. Are these fees going to be astronomical? Can they be controlled? What's that going to look like for a family of 4, a family of 5 trying to purchase race tickets exclusively through Ticketmaster? And we don't really know just yet. But as the press release from NASCAR alluded to, Ticketmaster is really dedicated to helping NASCAR and fans streamline the ticket information and purchasing process, which I think overall will be helpful and has been helpful. So that is the news. NASCAR names Ticketmaster as its official ticketing partner starting in 2025. What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, thanks for watching this video. To learn more about us, make sure to go to AboveTheYellowLine.com and subscribe to this channel. Bye.